jabronis. Do it. Hey. Do it, Rockapella. Hey, we're Covino and Rich. This is Overpromised. We're on Fox Sports Radio Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's right, 2 to 4 on the West.
Do it. Just do it.
Covino and Rich, everything at Covino and Rich, at Fox Sports Radio. Steve Covino, former All-Valley champion.
Who's training you? John Kreese?
No mercy, bro. Fear does not exist in this dojo right here. That's Rich Davis. Dickie Lovelady Davis.
Kyrie got a sense of the minors.
I know. We have an action-packed showgram for you today on our bonus pod. We have happy birthday wishes. We're going to talk rock, paper, scissors. There's a story about last names. And we got to talk bites, man. There's a lot of story about biting people in the news.
What is going on? Speaking of All-Valley champion, he's like 80 years old. Martin Kove, Sensei John Kreese, biting people? What's going on here?
No mercy.
Is it a playful bite?
You know, the original cut wasn't supposed to be sweep the leg. It was supposed to be bite her ass. Bite his ass.
I'm sorry I chomped my co-star.
This is such a weird story.
Honestly, the weirdest shit I've seen in a while.
Now, the story goes that Martin Kove is doing a scene with Alicia Hannah Kim. Martin Kove is 80, and Alicia Hannah Kim is 37, right? She's 37 years old. Yeah. So they're colleagues, but he's getting playful. Keep in mind, he's a veteran actor. Yeah. He's a veteran from the cast. He's part of the original Karate Kid. He's John Kreese, but he's being playful. And there's generational differences of what's considered appropriate. And he sort of crosses the line, and it makes big news.
I think what made it weird to me was how the video that leaked, he's just getting reprimanded, and it feels weird. I'm not saying what he did was okay. Don't go around biting people.
Because he's an old guy.
But it's like reprimanding an 80-year-old. Like, if I were John Kreese, there were no charges.
It's 100% up to her if she wants to pursue charges. I'd like to understand why you did that.
I apologize. I was just playing because we're very playful together, and I bit down too hard, and I meant to
She's got a mouth mark on her.
I know.
No, we do not play like that. I apologize.
No. And listen, I'm not saying what he did was okay, but
by the way, she goes off on him.
I didn't want to play.
Maybe deservingly so. Hey, look, I'm a girl dad, all right? And if some old dude bit my daughter on the set, I don't know how happy I'd be about it. But context does matter, right? And he was being playful. It's like when you're wrestling with your girlfriend, and all of a sudden you like hit her with an elbow by accident, and all the fun's over. It's like, right? Yeah. Or she hits you in the huevos, and you're like, and like fun time's over. He took it a little too far. Look, again, it's not his girlfriend. They're colleagues. They're equals. And boy, did she let him know that.
Yeah, and let me tell you,
she really gave it to him.
It's not okay that he bit her, but there is a part of me that's like,
that feels bad.
Well, no charges were pressed.
Right.
He's not in any trouble. He's 80-something. So at this point, if I were him, I'd be like, yeah, everyone just fuck off. I really would, because if he believes he did it playfully, and she's sort of just going off on him.
He broke skin. I don't see that in the clip. What I do see is everybody coming down on the poor old guy. But the poor old guy did cross the line. Yeah. Playfully, though. I think that kind of matters. Yeah. Right? And look, I just thought of something like when Billy Madison, remember when Billy Madison meets the guy?
That's a good bite. Yeah,
that's a good one. So based on this story, I feel like maybe biting's making a comeback because, Rich, if you remember in the late 1900s.
It's been here for years.
No. In the late 1900s, it had a boom. It had a peak.
Everyone was biting everyone?
Everyone's biting everyone because there's some famous stories we want to talk about. But any other thoughts in the world of Martin Kove? Like, only because he's old. And sometimes old people just don't know better. And again, I feel a little bad.
I want to make it clear, not making excuses for this guy, but I do wonder if he thought he was being playful old guy and listen, I didn't see any breaking of the skin in the pictures. I just saw like a tiny little bite mark. You know when your kid nibbles on your arm when they're a baby and
hey, look, you don't want to cross the line with colleagues. Not defending the guy.
That's why I don't bite anyone at Fox Sports. I don't want to.
I mean,
that's breaking the skin.
Rich doesn't want to.
That's breaking the skin.
That's what I mean. And like, I don't know. It's a weird story that sort of blew up, but hey, that series is over. He's 80 years. He's old. He's old.
Yeah.
She's really mad about it. And it made us think about other stories involving biting. Now, in the world of sports, there's a ton of hockey and soccer stories and rugby stories where people are getting bitten all the time.
People are biting fingers off.
Right. And if there's a memorable one that you want to share, by all means, please do. But
and apparently karate.
Yeah, exactly. But one that comes to mind is a very famous viral story that sort of brought biting back in the early 2000s.
No doubt. I believe it's Charlie.
Oh, it's
the big time biter.
Legendary.
Charlie bit me.
Remember that little kid?
Get him, Charlie. Get him again.
Come on.
Here, he's asking for it.
Ouch. Ow.
Get him.
Ouch, Charlie. Ow. Charlie, that really hurt.
I love that kid. The little kid's laughing. Charlie bit me.
Charlie bit me.
I don't know who he bit because we don't know that kid's name, but the funny part is they're both in their 20s.
His
now.
name's Oliver.
Oliver. They are both grown
asked for
ass
more.
men.
By the way, Charlie's now biting women's asses probably. He's probably, 35, 40 years old.
There's probably women that are like, wait, you're Charlie?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bite it.
Now it's an honor. Go ahead. Go for it, Charlie.
What that mouth do?
Hey.
Ooh,
And by the
Charlie.
way, that was a hugely popular clip. If you don't know that clip, were you alive in the early 2000s? I don't know.
Did you miss all the early?
was one
Did
of
you
the
miss
most famous.
David at the dentist? Did you miss everything?
And speaking of biting people in the asses, it makes us think of a very famous story from 1997. I told you, biting had a boom in the late 90s. 1997, Marv Albert.
Yes.
Had all these charges against him for biting a former lover.
Oh. Is that a real mugshot?
She said no. He said yes.
I really think it is.
And dude, his career at NBC, it just, everything was downhill after that. But there was a part of guys out there who's like, he was biting her ass. Like, what happened? In my mind, it was he was biting her ass, right?
That's how I will always think of it.
I was a college kid, so I immediately thought, he had to be biting her ass, right? Yes. He was like, ass. So Marv Albert biting his former lover.
I'm pretty sure they did parodies on like SNL about Marv Albert biting.
Take a nice little chunk of that ass.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not trying to make light of it. We're just trying to say that it was memorable. No.
I mean, we've already made light of Charlie, Marv Albert, and Martin Kove. Let's keep it going.
Now, you're probably thinking one step ahead, and you're like, well, the most famous story has to be, no, it's not, because we're bringing it up right now. Tyson, Evander Holyfield, year with 1997, June 28th. Holyfield, a wonderful man, beautiful man, but he kept headbutting me.
There he goes.
Headbutting me.
Ooh.
So we all remember watching this. What the hell happened? And he did it again. This was the rematch, mind you. And remember, Holyfield got the best of him the first time. Second time, Tyson says he's ready, he's prepared, but he kept headbutting me. Holyfield, the wonderful man, the man of God, but he kept headbutting. And then Tyson's getting so frustrated that he keeps getting headbutted, and he's trying to tell the ref, is it Mills Lane at the time? I don't remember. But he's trying to tell, hey, he's headbutting. Then he just takes matters into his own mouth, bites a chunk of his ear off, and now there's Mike Bites in the shape of Holyfield's ear.
They are fantastic. They give you a nice little buzz. Mike Bites, Tyson 2.0. But listen, you would argue this is the most famous bite of all time. However, we thought of one that is even more popular.
Oh, this one was, again, late 1900s, 1998. And it was when that Saigon whore bit Chris Farley's nose off. Hey, I'm just...
Hey, look, there's Mitch on TV.
Oh, yeah, there's Mitch.
Remember this movie?
And there's the Saigon whore that bit my nose off.
Remember? Poor guy had his nose bit off. You remember that?
G7. Yeah, that was such a
Nose
great...
biter! Time to pay the fiddler, whore!
Chris Farley, Artie Lang, and Norm Macdonald
stupid.
Yeah,
in
legends.
the classic Dirty Work. Dirty Work was funny, man. Underrated movie, but dude, Martin Kove, just let it sit and simmer. What he did was wrong.
Yeah.
We get it. And the real victim here is his co-star.
You playing something good?
Hell yeah! Rolling Stones, street fighting man, G7!
You just hit G8.
If you like pina coladas.
Great character. Great character.
Again, his co-star Kim from Cobra Kai. That's the character. Chosen's love interest on the show. She was not having it. You know, she's trying to be the consummate professional. Like, what are you doing? And if you haven't seen the clip of her really shitting all over Martin Kove, you gotta watch it. She put him in his place, deservingly so. But when you think of 80 years old, that's like your grandpappy's age. You just feel bad for them at that point. It's like they've overstayed their welcome a little bit. They're trying to navigate today's landscape of what's okay and what's not. And he crossed the line. He apologized, but it got us thinking. And you can share the rest of your stories at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. Hashtag Overpromised.
Show wrapped. He's done with Cobra Kai, so he's probably thinking like, oh man, all right, like, bye everyone. Like he's done, but you know,
you're done.
You're done.
We're done, and now we're talking rock, paper, scissors, or as some people call it, scissors, paper, rock. But let's make it clear. Some people. Yeah. There's controversy in this name. We're going to talk about names, but it's rock, paper, scissors. Can I give you the origin real quick?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors started in China, apparently, in the 1600s. History, boy. Hold on.
Wow.
Then made its way to Japan, and then 20th century Europeans adapted rock, paper, scissors, and then eventually made its way to the US of A in the 1930s. But it made its way through the USA everywhere except for Union, New Jersey, which is where I'm from, because I never played. I knew of it, but we were like a 21st Finger is it. And shoot, we were like a eeny, meeny, miny, mo like neighborhood.
Well, learn more about this on the Games That Built America with Covino on the History Channel.
We didn't do, I mean, I knew of rock, paper, scissors as a kid, but anytime it was like, all right, who's the idiot? 21st, we would shoot. We never did rock, paper, scissors.
And by the way, when you do play rock, paper, scissors, just for the record, it's boom, 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 present. It's not boom, boom, present. It's boom, 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 show your, want to play?
Sure.
Best of three?
Okay.
I thought it was rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's boom, 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 shoot.
You say it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ready?
Okay, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boom.
Boom. 1-0. Best of three?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. I just won 2 out of 2 in a row. I'm out.
Man.
See, I didn't play growing up.
I get in your head.
Oh, does that mean we were renaming the show to Rich and Covino?
Oh, man. Well, that's where this goes because it's all about the name.
Yeah.
There was a bride and groom, and everyone's saying, oh, this is the most adorable thing ever.
Whoopity-doo.
Barf. Yeah.
Scott and Cindy are getting married?
Whoopity-doo. The groom's last name is Pierce. The bride's last name is Hunter. And they're going to do rock, paper, scissors at the wedding to see whose last name they go with. I'm sorry. When did this tradition stop? How about the grooms?
This clip went viral because, of course, you got half of the people saying, yeah, what about a tradition? What a puss.
Why do traditions only seem to matter and last when they benefit the bride? When it comes to the groom, who cares about this guy?
There's a lot of people saying, what a wimp this guy is. Like, you're gonna play rock, paper, scissors for your last name.
What a beta.
Then there's
nothing about this guy rocks, in my opinion.
Then there's other people that are saying, like, how progressive and what an open-minded guy. So it's a big debate on social media. If you haven't seen this clip, they are at the altar. Rock, paper, scissors to determine what family name they choose. Look at this.
So adorable.
You take Sue's last name. Hunter versus Pierce.
Round one.
Round one.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Fight.
Oh, he's up 1-0.
Right.
And again, they're not even doing 1, 2, 3 shoot. They're doing a run. They're doing 1, 2 shoot.
Because they're probably playing scissors, paper, rock. Oh, how sweet. Oh, boy.
1-1.
There's one for the bride, Hunter.
Now, who gets the name? Best of 3? Man, this guy, you're right, is such a beta as us.
Well, I'll explain. I have a thought.
Hold on. Who wins? Final round.
Final round. Get over here.
Fatality.
Finished him.
Mr.
He's done.
And Mrs.
She wears the
Hunter.
pants for the rest of the marriage. The end. So there they are, the Hunter family. Now, the guy's last name was Pierce, okay?
Cool name.
If his name, let's say it was General Booty. You know the quarterback, General Booty?
His name was Dingleberry.
Right. Then I get it. Maybe, just because you love your wife, like, all right, like, I don't want to be the Dingleberry family. I'm just happy you're marrying me.
If his name was like John Cockboy.
Dingleberry.
Buttkiss, to keep it in the sports world.
Yeah.
If
His name was
if you have a terrible last name, I get it. And I am also all for if you want to hyphenate your name, that's fine to keep your legacy alive. Let's say you want to honor your father and you want to keep your last name for your dad or whatever. That's fine and dandy. But what happened to the tradition of, hey, it's the groom's name. That's just how it is. Sorry. Look, I know all cultures are different, but I believe in the groom has the name unless your name sucks. But hyphenating, that's fine. I have no problems here.
If your name was Frankie Goonberger,
right? Exactly.
I get it. But Pierce is, it's a nice, strong name. So a lot of people talking about this on social media, and it's split down the middle like a nice pair of butt cheeks. It is really, honestly,
the opinions are because no one wants to be real, but the stats prove otherwise. 79% of women still take the groom's name.
So 8 out of
people
10.
could, because everyone dances around saying the right or wrong thing, like, oh yeah, it is kind of cute, I guess.
Well, so lame.
Come on, man. If his name sucked, I got it, but it didn't. He sucks, so she got it.
I would almost rather you just kept your own names than take the other person's name.
Dude, and that's fine too. Look, I have even if that's what you want to do, I'm okay with that. I really am. But you're asking me now to change my name that, I don't know, I got some pride in.
Then I would say, hey, your family pays for the wedding then.
Yeah, like I don't get, that tradition was okay.
Yeah.
But taking my last name isn't, that's what I mean. There's something unfair about that. There are always exceptions. So I'm not being, sexist a-hole here.
No, I think the compromise is, hey, you keep your own name or you hyphenate or whatever. The idea of the guy taking her name, it's like, what are we doing now?
Dude, for example, just to make it clear, my girlfriend's dad has no sons, right?
Yeah.
If out of respect and to keep the family, like, I want to keep my name, or I would have no issue with that at all. You see what I'm saying? But if she was telling me,
lame, then you should have had a boy then.
No, but if she was saying to me, she should have had a boy then.
No, but I mean, like,
she's saying, I got to change my name, I'd be like, yeah,
but I have a question.
that.
But why up until this point was it like, hey, should have had a boy? Like, what? Now all of a sudden it's like, well, he didn't have a son, so.
But I'm just saying
called name, end of name.
I'm just saying to make it clear, that's how little of a problem I have with it. But to expect the guy to now change his name because he won a stupid game around, get out of my face and stop with the "it's adorable" crap.
That's
corny.
That's a huge question as well. What name do the kids get now? Are they
exactly.
They get the mom's last name?
You're just chopping down that family tree, man. I don't know. It's all confusing now.
All because her dad didn't have a boy.
Yeah. Hey, or like I said, hyphenate it, whatever you want to do. But this is a little odd.
How are you supposed to fit some long hyphenated name on a football jersey when your kid's a star?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
All right, now
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Your thoughts?
I mean, come on.
Hit us up at Fox Sports Radio. Good one, Spot.
Thanks.
At Covino and Rich.
MVP.
Hashtag Overpromised. Rock, paper, scissors. 21 finger. Let's go.
I mean, you're usually the old school one. For some reason, for me, I just feel this to be like, is tradition all over done? Like,
well, how does it sit with you? Because apparently it's the most adorable thing in the news right now.
Yeah. A squirrel on water skis is the most adorable thing on the news. This is eye-rolly.
Well, this is adorable. Happy birthday to the captain today. Now,
who, Captain and Tennille?
I love
Captain
the
Crunch,
captain.
bro.
Oh, okay,
the Soggies. Ooh, Crunch Berries.
What captain?
Captain Derek Jeter, bro.
Number 2.
That's right, the
go.
captain. The captain of all sports, because everybody respects the guy. 51 years old today.
Damn.
And I have a thought on Derek Jeter because, well, two thoughts.
Just one?
I have a plenty of thoughts.
You also have a Derek Jeter poster on your wall.
He's one of my heroes for sure. Because he did everything right. He created and perfected the blueprint on how to handle a stellar career, especially in New York.
And how to handle several hot women.
Oh, yeah. He has the resume for sure. Now, Derek Jeter, I think his only flub or misstep is saying Goose Fraba in the movie Anger Management. That was really bad acting scene.
Honestly, the only thing you can say about Derek Jeter is that he is not good at taking a joke during post-game coverage.
Not a very good actor.
He's not a good actor, and he's not good at taking a joke with Big Papi.
You're the man, by the way.
This clown better hurry up. My arm's starting to ice over.
Chill, Rocket. Goose Fraba. Goose Fraba.
Yeah, Goose Fraba.
Clemens, better actor.
Yeah, who knew?
Clemens.
So that's his only misstep, in my opinion. But I think,
yes,
since people are always so quick to give the overrated, it's overrated. Have you seen his stats? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Over 3,000 hits, most ever for a Yankee. Just a stellar career. He's got the rings. I think it's safe to say that after Tom Brady,
okay,
he may have the best sports career of all time. I really believe that. As far as winning attitude, being a professional, doing everything right.
Maybe not the best player.
Respected.
But when you put it in those terms, and I, as you know, do not like the Yankees, but the fact that he came up through the Yankees organization, he was a rookie. A year later, they win the World Series. He three-peats. He wins one later on, 3,000 hits. Last hit was like an RBI walk-off. Like
his
he banged all those hot women,
his
and no one.
3,000th hit was a home run with an exclamation mark.
He gave away gift bags to good-looking women he slept with. Like, all right, not best player ever, but
no, not best player ever. I'm not saying best player ever, but he may have had the most magical career.
All right, I agree.
In all sports history after Tom Brady.
I will say that he is second only to Brady as far as magical career in the last 50 plus years.
Magical, just the moments
how
that
do you
he
argue
lived, and the way he did it, in the fashion he performed. I tip my red Yankees hat, my Fred Durst Yankees hat behind me, to the captain, Derek Jeter, not Captain Crunch. And happy birthday, 54. It's a timestamp because remember when he was a rookie.
Of course.
Back in 95, 96. So happy birthday to him. And your thoughts. Who else would you put on that list of just magical, stellar careers where it was almost perfect, like a fantasy?
It's a great question. Your thoughts at Covino and Rich. We'll see you back here tomorrow, Fox Sports Radio.
And I want to thank everybody that tuned in from Vegas that showed up for our convention. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Perfect. Hey, have a good one. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land.
Goodbye.
Later.